Well, we tried to work those.
Too much technology.
Awesome.
Oh, we're raining right now. All right, so I see live on Facebook.
If you like,
Hi, Marissa. Good morning. We're live on YouTube.
all right, so you can go on my page, share that one to your page as well, so the folks who are watching can
Good morning, Mr. Ruben Santiago. How are you? We're live on YouTube. I think we're live on Facebook. Yeah, we're live everywhere, guys. Good morning. Hey, Marza. Hola, ¿cómo estás? We're talking about our Global Immigration Summit that is in Jamaica, January 20 and 21st. If you watch us on YouTube, you'll see myself and U.S. Canadian immigration.
Yeah, we're live right now on
we're all live talking about Jamaica. It's going to be a huge event. Jamaica
Just gonna
Conference
share
Expo Day 1, Cecil Charlton Hall in Mandeville Day 2. So we hope you join us there. Ruben, I'm setting up my thing. I'm setting up my thing.
And you know, Sasco is like one of my favorite artists, right? Especially winning this song and Banks of the Hope. Love it, love it, love it.
All
Hope
right,
everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. Are we ready to get started?
Good morning. We want to share. We're telling you to share the truck drivers, the nurses, the lawyers, the doctors. All of you've been messaging me, sending me messages. We listen. We have two big people in here this morning that we're gonna talk to. Get to know them a little, and we're gonna talk about the Global Immigration Expo that is coming very soon in Jamaica, Kingston, and Mandeville. And so we want to see you, but we decided to take our little Saturday morning, this morning, to come and talk to you about what the Global Immigration Expo is. Talk to you about who U.S. immigration lawyer Diani Winterfunde and
Thank you.
Canadian immigration lawyer Yannick Russell is. Of course, I don't know me already. I don't know me, Professor Johnson. I teach, but I also work as a legal rebel immigration specialist, global immigration specialist. And so I'm in the midst of two wonderful ladies, Jamaican, by the way. So that's a really big deal. So I want you all to share, spread the word, spread the word. We're gonna put on the music a little more so that you can share and tell your friends, grab a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell that friend to come so that we can talk about the global immigration.
All right, tell your friends to tell your friends, guys.
Right.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm so sick of it, but that's all this of it. I yet in
You're a winner.
Because I'm winning right now. I'm winning.
Oh, we're winning right now. I say we're winning right now. They forget that trophy to what we living
We're
right
winning
now.
right now.
Because I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm shooting right now. Oh, we're winning right now. I'm Thanksgiving right now, yeah.
You can get that trophy because you're winning right now.
You see me on the raining champion
Love
on
it.
the road with the silver line, the raining from. Cause if you see some of the places where we're
Thank you
hailing
for
from,
confirming.
those the type of places you should be failing from. But now I'm winning. Yes, every part every inning. Hold the tracks and then I'm if I'm swimming up. You know that there's no dividend no matter the circumstances we living in, you hear me? I'm
We're
winning.
winning.
I'm
Because we're
winning.
winning right now.
I'm winning. Oh, we're winning right now, yeah. Say we're winning right now. They forget that trophy to what we living right now. Cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm chilling right now. Oh, we're
Because I'm
winning
winning right now.
Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Janet. Like and share. Share this to your friends. Tell them I know you're usual supporter of the mission and what we do here. So I wanted to share this to your group, send it to people, send it to the truck drivers, the nurses, the lawyers, people. As the song says, we're winning right now. And 2023 are come, we cannot get on this ship. We are helping people to go to Canada. We're helping people to go to the US. And it's time for people to level up. And so that's why we have in-house this morning US immigration lawyer Diani Winterfunde and Canadian
Hi,
immigration
everyone.
lawyer
See the
Yannick
madness. I
uh,
don't know if you can see it or hear it.
this morning. But before I do that, I wanted to see if I can. What my advertisement there? Want to bear with me now? We are
Study, work,
multitasking now.
invest, or live in Canada, Australia, or the USA, the Global Immigration Services Expo is where you need to be. Join Canadian, Australian, and US immigration lawyers and college pass recruitment at their second Immigration Expo at the Jamaica Conference Centre on January 20th, 2023, and the Cecil Charlton Hall on January 21st, 2023. Come and explore many opportunities for international students, lawyers, truck drivers, and temporary foreign workers. Do not delay. Register to learn how you can be a part of 500,000 Canadian immigrants in 2024. The fee to explore these immigration opportunities is only 50 Canadian dollars. Visit www.gis-ja.com to register today. See you there.
See you there. All right. So that's the Global Immigration Expo coming up in Jamaica. And I mean, we've been posting about it non-stop. We've
Mhm.
been sharing posters, we've been disseminating information to people. And I know Yannick's email, Diana's email, they've been flooded with questions, flooded with um, um, emails on how this thing works, what is it about. And so we are here today to kind of get that information out, to debunk any myth that is going around clearly. And we want you also to sign up because we want to meet you in person. And we want to give you the tools. We want to give you the ammunition to level up for 2023. So I'm just gonna jump in this morning, and I feel like Ian this morning enough. So on ready,
Wrong
right?
and
But
boy.
Same
um,
here. Yeah.
we're just gonna jump in to start to talk to Yannick and Diani. I
Okay.
mean, Yannick, I know this is your brainchild, so I'll start with you. Tell us a little about yourself, your upbringing. Who is Yannick?
Yannick Russell, I love to call her the little girl from Tucker. Actually, the little girl from Tucker.
Uh-huh.
Born and raised in Tucker, Montego Bay, and really had a tough upbringing. I'm a girl of the soil,
Mhm,
and I do not regret being that little girl from Tucker because it is what made me tenacious. It's why I am that fighter, the person who perseveres. And with that character, you know, brought me to Canada. It was my chase for greatness that
mhm,
got me here. So I'm a Jamaican by birth, but a Canadian immigrant who is now a licensed immigration attorney. And in my practice, I want to ensure that I throw back the rope. I
right.
am
Mm.
showing others the path to take and not just showing them, holding their hands so they're not feeling lost and
Mhm.
they too can benefit from becoming, resident citizens of what I now know as a wonderful country to become your best self.
Oh man,
Mm.
beautiful.
Ouch.
Listen, man, is a real TED talk that
No,
Yeah.
man, that's a
So,
TED
Yannick,
talk.
you're from Tucka, Montego Bay. Where did you go to school in Jamaica?
Oh, geez, cream rises to the top. So I'm from Creme de la Creme, Montego Bay High School, right?
Yeah.
Look how funny Jenny this month. Let me what's in your coffee cup. What's in
Big
your
up
coffee
the
cup?
Mobile High schoolgirls, yes. But I also went to Montego Bay Community College, then
Nice,
UWI Mona. Yeah, so
nice,
that's where I
nice,
did my
nice.
schooling. Mhm.
Great. So here we're talking to Canadian immigration lawyer Yannick Russell, a daughter of the soil from Tucker, Montego Bay. She
Yeah.
attended the Creme de la Creme school. What's it name? Montego Bay High for Girls.
Montego Bay High School
High for
for
Girls.
girls.
Attended UWI, Brownstone, Montego
Mobile
Bay
Comsky.
College, right?
Mhm.
And then she went to UWI. And guess what, guys? Now she's in Canada as a Canadian citizen as
Good
well.
morning,
And
guys.
she's
Good
also a
morning.
licensed
Good
immigrant. Big
morning.
deal. Kudos to you, Yannick. Love that. So we're gonna jump to Diani. Diani, I mean, you're a legal body on social media. People know you. Tell us who Diani Winterson
I
is.
cannot follow Yannick. You know, I can't follow Yannick this morning. Come just wake up. Good morning, everyone. I am Diani Winterfunde. I'm an immigration law practitioner.
Mhm,
Most know me as the immigration boss, and I'm legal rebel. Who I
mhm,
am is simple. My mother immigrated to the United States over 30 years ago,
mhm,
and then she brought me over. And as a little girl being left in Jamaica, I needed to understand what it is that kept my mother away from me for so long. And
right.
my quest has been that I want no mother to have to make that tough decision of I should leave, the children should stay. So
Mhm,
my whole goal is to spread information, knowledge, throw back the rope like Yannick says to my people. So no mother has to look at that child and say, you know what? I'm going to go, you stay, let me
mhm,
figure something out, and then I'll come back and get you. So that has been my passion now for the last God knows how many years. In Jamaica, I attended Ferncourt High School, the
mhm.
maroon,
Maroon color. All right.
intentional use the maroon. I attended Ferncourt High School, so I only did high school in Jamaica. Then later on, I did all my higher level education here in the United States. But I did go back and attended U in Norman Manley.
Nice, nice. So I mean, people, we have quality here, obviously. I mean, UWI past students, Montego Bay High School for girls, and I mean, I must say, most of the girls that I've met from Montego Bay High schools, come on, very high level, you know. So, third core too. So I'm not gonna live for
I was
Diani,
like,
but
you're
yes,
gonna live for Ferncourt. Let me move my
I live
hair.
for Diani. But
I'm moving my
yes,
Instagram.
it's amazing though that Jamaicans, and as young Jamaicans too in the diaspora, you're able and you're willing to come back and throw back the rope, as you said, to give back. So we're gonna dig into um, GIS, Global Immigration Services, what that is, and of course, under that organization, we're hosting the Immigration Expo. So we're gonna dig deep into that. So Yannick, tell us for those who are listening, Global Immigration Services, because of course, I mean, we've been putting out these really nice flyers. Mr. Dion in our nice blue, and you in a nice green, and me have on one nice suit. Tell us what Global Immigration Services entails.
Awesome. Thank you, Professor Darin. So, Global Immigration Services was birthed from really my quest and my vision to ensure that I'm adding value
Mm-hmm,
to the lives of everyone who I touch, everyone who I have to interact with. When I attended Osgoode Hall Law School, whilst I was a permanent resident and never had to encounter some of the hurdles my colleagues had to face, it bothered me. And I remember just sitting down, pen and paper, and thinking, how can I ensure that international students can have a more seamless transition into Canada? And from that, College Pass Recruitment was birthed. So I have a college recruitment company that's an end-to-end corporation. We not only recruit students here
mm-hmm.
from the Caribbean and Latin America at large, but we ensure that there's airport pickup, there is housing for those who need it, there is admissions, coaching, resume writing. It's a one-stop
Full
shop.
house. Yeah.
Exactly. And with that, being an immigration lawyer, I thought, let me replicate this for immigrants. And that's how Global Immigration Services was birthed.
Right.
I'm only licensed to practice in Canada. So of course I reached out to, US immigration lawyers, Australian immigration lawyers, um, and very soon, UK immigration lawyers will be joining us. So
Mm-hmm.
that's global immigration services, not just getting you to those countries, but ensuring that you have somewhere to settle, ensuring that you have a job if you need to by connecting you with the right corporation. From that business now, we want to take it to the world, right? And that's why we launched this campaign of having expos, these events. We went to Montego Bay in August,
Mm-hmm.
and the response was overwhelming. Over 700 people showed up to that venue, and we heard the cries of people, people in St. Anne said, "What happened to St. Anne? What happened to Kingston? What happened to Mandeville?" And we're like, you know what? We're keeping our promise. We'll be back. So we are coming back in January, and we are happy to know partner with U.S. immigration lawyer uh, Diani, your legal rebel, Professor Darin, and then we also have Australian immigration lawyer Hassan
Hassan.
Ibrahim.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right. So, I mean, for those who are watching, I am talking to Canadian immigration lawyer Yannick Russell. I'm talking to U.S. immigration lawyer Diana Winterfunde. Now, both ladies are Jamaicans. They're daughters of the soil. They did their due, what they had to do, came here as an immigrant, had their rough patches too, and decide to give back. So out of their experiences, this whole global immigration services came about. Yannick also have this college pass recruitment that offers a full house. It offers, as Diani would say, a 360 representation, right,
yes.
of everything. And
Mhm.
so here we are now. We're talking about the expo, so we understand what global immigration services entails, what it does. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna dig into the event because Yannick, you said you had an event in Montego Bay.
Yeah,
We just Saint Anne may come from. I mean, I go say, so what to Saint Anne, right?
exactly.
So you said you're honoring their promises and you're going back in January. Tell us when in January is this event?
We have two dates,
Mm-hmm.
January 20, and we will be at the Jamaica Conference Center on that day from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. But it doesn't end at 3 p.m. I will allow Diani to expound on our VIP exclusive session.
Yeah, man,
But
I'm gonna go over to her very
yeah,
shortly
on the
as well.
21st, we will
Mhm.
be in Mandeville at the Cecil Charlton Hall, and that is going to feature all of us, in
Mhm.
addition to college recruiters and the colleges and universities. Don't miss any of these events. If you're in Kingston, find your way to the conference center. And if
Mhm.
you're in Mandeville or anywhere on the South Coast for that matter, you need to head to Cecil Charlton Hall on the 21st.
Beautiful. And Yannick and Diani, what I really like about this partnership, right, is the fact that, Yannick, you're solely focused on Canada. So you're an expert in Canada. Diani, you're solely focused on the US. You're an expert. And I think people, they've been crying out for that. People
Mhm.
want the know-how. People want the whole on that 360 kind of representation to say, listen, man, help me, how me can get into Canada. I have this extraordinary ability. I'm a nurse, I'm a teacher, I'm a doctor. How do I get into this country without me not having to have to shock up or do something that I don't necessarily want to do? I want to go the right way, So I'm really, really pleased about this opportunity, and we're gonna move over to Diani a bit and talk about um the USPs and what the sessions are going to look like on the 20th and the 21st in Jamaica. And I know there's also a VIP component as well. Listen, people, you guys are working with high level lawyers, so them not normal. So they're bringing something different to the table. It's value added. These initiatives are value added. So we really want you to stay with us, understand the process, understand what we'll be doing, and then we just want to know book at the end. So Diani, tell me, what those sessions are gonna look like
Good
for the
Good
US.
morning. Good morning. Good morning, Attorney Griffiths. Good morning, Janet Rose. Good morning to our regulars. I was not looking in the chat. Please forgive me. Good morning to all my friends over on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, good morning. If you're on my LinkedIn page, good morning. First I want to take my hats off to Attorney Unique Russell. Like every time I look at her talk, I'm like, oh my God, and she's not even, I won't give her age, but she's not even such and such age yet. And the woman is just powerful and killing it. And I think her energy is bleeding over into this event. And first, I want to really honor her because this is her vision. I said earlier, I'll never hold on the wing of the plane because I see my vision is anytime I can use whatever resources I have and boost something, I'm all in. And this excites me. A couple of years ago, about 2.5 years ago, when I formed the Winter Immigration Law Academy, the whole purpose was education.
Right.
Education and information and giving access to services to people who normally don't have full access to an attorney. So the GIS Expo, the two parts, the morning session and the VIP session is just that. The morning session, come on in, get some information. I don't want people to think we have any connections with immigration or we're giving away visas. We are giving you information, Darren.
And I'll empathetic.
Emphasize.
I'm going to categorically emphasize that we're this expo, and I'm sure the lawyers they'll tell you, but we're not giving out visas. Nobody no give out visas, so right. You have to go out. You have to go through a process. So that's why they're here to walk you through that process, so you can get the visa at the embassy. But on those days coming up, we're not no visa give nobody, right? So I want to make that clear, and I'm I'm talking in my vernacular as well. We don't have no visa they give nobody, right? So Diani, you said there's a VIP session and there's the morning. What's the cost for that?
The morning session is 50, I think between $55 and $60. Guys, I looked up the other day, I was looking up a pair of Bridget's sandals. It was more than $55. And when you go to buy Bridget sandals, Bridget does not give you her entire store. You get a pair of sandals.
Right.
When you go, Burna Boy will be in Jamaica Sunday night. When you buy a ticket to Burna Boy, as much as we all would love to, Burna Boy now come home with we.
Right.
We get a little bit of entertainment and we get a little bit of feel good. From this seminar, you're getting a little bit of information. Knowledge is power. Oftentimes, if you were to go book a chat with Attorney Russell or myself, my rate, well, right now it's $575 an hour. Come January 1st, I think it's $675 an hour. And I'll give you maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes of that to book a chat with me. So imagine you want to find out information to go to US. That's $675 from Attorney Russell. Like she a big shot of Canada, so I know say about $400 or $500 an hour. I don't know her rate. So you would have paid to have myself, Attorney Russell, and Attorney Hassan in a room. You would have paid over $1,000 to sit down and chat with us. So what we say is, look, we are going to throw back the rope.
Right.
We're going to put all of us in a room and you get to pick our brains for not one, not two, not three, but 4 hours. That means that $4,000 worth of information. Yeah, I get.
Wait, 4,000 US or Canadian?
Whichever one.
Okay.
Because think about it. Get a pen, guys. Get a pen if you're in the audience.
I'm counting for them.
$625 for me. Yannick, how much are you an hour if they just want to have a consultation? I don't want to.
Yeah, $350.
So that is $950. And then Attorney Hassan from we are Australia. I mean, we big. Everyone need a $6. I don't know what him rate.
Right.
So let's say 300. So that's 6 and 3, 9 and 3. That's $1,200 for 1 hour. And we say, you know what? We're not greedy. We're not going to give you an hour. We're going to give you 4 hours.
Oh, yeah.
That is a stack of almost over $4,000 of information.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to sit in a Zoom room or chat to you. We're going to physically
Live.
bring our bodies to Jamaica and talk to you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You're not leaving with a stamp in your passport. In fact, you're leaving with more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You're leaving with so much information from the horse's mouth.
Right.
Meaning, when you go back at Tucker and somebody come tell you how to do visa and how to go to Canada, you can't say, because I heard from Attorney Russell, I heard from Attorney Deanne, and I saw it go.
Mm-hmm.
Them
Mhm.
tell me say the fee for this is this, and they tell me say don't lie upon it because later on, that's what you're getting, guys.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, Diane, you dropped something in my spirit. I want to impress on people. You see, this is $50. Listen, is how much more days left in a December for the year to end? As you mentioned, the Bridget Sandals and the Burner Boy.
Burna Boy concerts.
This is an investment in yourself.
That is it.
Make use of it. Grab the opportunity because listen, you don't find a lot of these opportunities don't necessarily come because people don't have the time to come talk to nobody. But
Mhm.
they, find it necessary to create this space, create this avenue for people. And it's just to help you level up your life, help you to be better. So if you not have to beg, me no want to no go thief, but beg, borrow, call the auntie, say 25 over this one, 25 over this one, and put it together, right? And book that ticket to come. Because trust me, this might just be your passport. This might just be your ticket into the US. This
Oh
might
yeah.
be your ticket into Canada. And let's say at the end of the day, you decide to move to Canada or you decide to move to the US. You have these two immigration line in your back pocket already if you reach out
Mhm.
to.
That is it.
And I mean, you would have already fostered that relationship. So we
Mhm.
really want to know if you look into it and think about it. And I say, lad, and for $50 or how much the VIP is to come just listen to people. Yes, it is worth it. And I want you to give
Put it
yourself
on the
that little
Christmas
Christmas
wish
gift.
list.
Yes,
Attorney Griffith said put it on the Christmas wish list.
exactly. Give
Exactly.
yourself that
Exactly.
little Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Come out in your
Mhm.
number, book the ticket and come learn because 9 out of 10 times sometimes we sit down and we say, Lord, not now go on. Listen, something I go on now. So we want you to come on board and we want you to take and run with the information and not only run but act on it because they're gonna be there. They're gonna tell you what you need to do and then they're willing to hold your hands and walk you through the process. Whatever
That's
that might look like, they'll explain that to you. But we really want you to spread the word. We want you to give yourself that gift, and we want you to make that investment in yourself. 2023 is supposed to come and we now level up. We sit down in the same dead job. We sit down in the same every day I go in the same suit, me mark your Yannick in the same black and black. No man, we have to level up, right? We have to switch. We have to switch the narrative. And these people are here, US immigration lawyer and Canadian immigration lawyer, they're here to help you change that narrative because you deserve more. Yes? So that I did my little TED talk. So yes,
what a word. Grab
yes,
onto
yes,
that word. But I'm
yes.
getting some questions. What's the other lawyer's IG page?
All right.
Can you hear
So
that? And
Dion,
so
how
grab
can
Dion,
the
they register? So
yeah,
Dion.
man, you can follow me.
Let's put Darren. Go ahead. Put the links. Let's drop the links on our pages. Unique. You put the
okay.
registration link.
Right.
Darren, you put the registration link on
So
your
let me,
pages.
and what I'm going to do too, what we probably can do, Yannick, since people are
Mhm.
over there, I don't know if you can copy or link because we just move right away at things. We're not delay. So go on your Instagram and copy. Go on our page, copy we link and drop it in your comment section so that people can follow us as well.
And they
I'll
Um,
can,
do that.
and
and
Darren, you can drop the link to register, and then we'll talk a little bit about the VIP session.
right away,
Right.
right
So
away.
But guys, just go to www.gis-ja.com and you can register from there. Click the tab that says Expo and follow the registration steps from there. Awesome.
Mhm.
And I'll
So
be sharing all the
January
pages in the
20th.
chat.
So
Pardon me?
January 20th is Kingstone, and
That's
January 21st is in Mandeville. So
That's right.
everybody who always want to meet Professor Johnson, a Lord, in inspiring, he come, me want to meet you, me want sooner. I me love take picture, so come because we're gonna be there to share the information. Cause here what I have a story too, So they are the lawyers, they have the know-how, they have the expertise, right, to guide you. And them don't know everything either, but there are some things that them share with me. I mean, I can share with you too. And even from my experience, and that's why I label myself as a global immigration specialist as well. Because I mean, I was telling we had an orientation yesterday, Yannick, and I
Mm-hmm.
was on the chat and I was telling them that listen, when I know a compound H should be on a local program, me know it, because I would have gone through that process too, right? Me up in New York most summers. Me tell Diani, yeah, do me did clean, yeah, me know about it, right? So we not just telling us say we coming now. We know we've been through it. We've been through the processes. We've been through the system, and so we really want to just give you that information, give you the know-how, so you're armed and ready to make the decision. So listen, all right, Canada. I, I don't know, but it's just synergistic, if I may. Canada. All right, let me
US
see.
and
More and go
Australia.
US. Let me see if more and go Canada. So you
Yeah.
have option. Let me see if more and go Australia, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of option, people, and trust me, there are plethora of opportunities in Canada. I know they increase the bandwidth for the amount of people that they want to bring in for next year. The U.S. immigration
Let's talk a little
booming.
bit to Attorney Russell. I love you mentioned that,
Fantastic.
Mr. Johnson.
Mhm.
Attorney Russell, talk about that bandwidth and the increase because a lot of times as a U.S. immigration lawyer, I tell people Canada is wide open.
Oh yeah.
Especially from the Caribbean, a lot of people think I'm just going to the United States. Talk a little bit about what Canada is doing and how you will kind of share this information at the Expo.
Right, right.
Yeah, so Canada has recognized that one, it is a huge country in terms of the geographic space that's vastly underpopulated, and two, because of how developed and this country is and the access to resources that its people have, they have an aging population, right?
Mm,
Their population live long and they're not replenishing as quickly as they should be. So they need people to come in with skills to contain the growth, maintain the development of the country. And that's simply it. With
mhm.
that said, they have over 80 pathways for persons to become permanent residents.
80.
Over 80. At one point, it was over 100. So, pilot programs will come on stream and then they will go off, right? The Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program is one that I think is absolutely brilliant. It's the government's way of saying, listen, yes, I know Toronto, Edmonton in Alberta, and these other hubs are attractive, but explore the rural areas of Canada. Go there to work, to study, to invest, and
Mhm.
in 6 months you can become a permanent resident.
Wow.
So the new targets are 500,000 every year as of 2023. And let me tell you, right now, it's currently looking at scores. So you're in a pool, and the higher your CRS score is, the greater your chances of receiving an invitation to apply for permanent residence. As
Mhm.
early as Q1, January
Mhm.
2023, things are gonna be shaking up.
And
It's
Yanni,
going, yeah.
let me pause there. You said CRS because I think that's where you come in when you walk them
Mhm.
through that process to make sure that their scores are high. Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I will be able to scan not just your credentials, but your work experience, your family members, everything. We're looking at everything inside out, and
Mhm.
I will be able to help you to increase your scores. And
Nice.
you need to come to the expo to find out, about all of those tips. You need to be there But I want to let people know that truck drivers, as of November 16,
Mhm.
2022, were added to the express entry list.
Wow.
Yep. Truck
So
drivers can now
truck
apply.
drivers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I mean, and I know that the truck driving school, Yannick, they're coming to the expo as well. So I
They
mean, can we not give out all that information over here? Now? We want to know if you pay and come talk
and
to
be
us.
there.
Yes, because
I
I
can't
mean,
handle the energy in the room this morning. Gonna save me. I love the energy. I love the energy.
because I mean, when you
Let
talk about truck drivers, too, it don't necessarily mean that you have to be driving truck down there. You can
no.
drive, but Yanni have the school. We have the resources in house to get you ready, and within 6 months or so, you get a listen, man. Who no one got foreign? Where foreign I go? Wanna come? Yes. Listen.
Come.
We come in. Yeah. So Yannick, I know you're talking about scanning and everything. So we're having the morning session. That's January 20 and
Yes.
21. Those are morning sessions. Let's talk about the ideal person for our afternoon session on the 20th in Kingston, because it would sound to me like for the VIP portion, Professor Johnson, it would be
More.
some of those people that are ready to go. What should they walk with in hand? Like in my case, I would say to them for US immigration, walk with all your credentials for that VIP session. The VIP session is where we're doing the scanning, the
Mhm.
high
On
touch,
thing.
limited direct access to yourself and I. So, what should they walk with if they're coming to
Yeah.
see you?
So we want to see proof of those educational credentials, right? If you're a licensee, meaning you are a doctor, you're a lawyer, an accountant, nurse, right? Walk with copies of whatever your certifications are, right? We also want to, if you intend on coming with your family, so if you're saying you're married, take a copy of that marriage cert. If you have kids, walk with copies of their birth certs. Whatever you will be indicating in your application, we would love to see copies. Please do not walk with the only certificate, right? Just come with a copy of those certification, right? And we will be able to glance through those and do a full assessment of your particular situation and recommend the suitable pathway that we believe you should explore to become a permanent resident.
And just a point to reiterate, that is for the VIP section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell us about the VIP section, what that look like, and what the cost looks like for that one.
All right. So our VIP section will be on the afternoon of the 20th. We unfortunately, and I'll ask boss lady later, Unique, about VIP for Mandeville, but right now our VIP is slated for Kingston. We're thinking about 40 to 50 people, those who are immigration ready, meaning you have all your documents ready, you want to meet with an attorney, we're going to scan, we're going to lay out a plan for you. And then you can say, look, I want to retain your firm to help me migrate to either the United States or to Canada. And then we'll kind of lay out what that looks like. I know Attorney Russell and I are talking about some special pricing for some of those services,
Right.
especially for those individuals that are immigration ready, meaning I'm done with UE. I'm done with this. Thank you, Attorney Griffiths, for sharing. We appreciate you. I'm done with UE. I'm ready to drive the truck. I'm ready for express entry. We're gonna, we're coming ready to sign you. Like, look, retain our firm. Let's get started. We don't
go ahead, Gonzo. Go ahead.
we don't want this to be come, get the information, leave, and go home.
We want you to
That's
act
not
on
what
the
this is.
information.
This is for action takers. Like we'll have our general sessions where, all right, we plant the seed. We're gonna have some follow-ups with you. But for those that are immigration ready, let's go. Like bring your stuff, walk with your stuff. And if you come in the morning for the general session and you decide, you know what, I want more, we will make it happen and find a slot for you in the afternoon session. If you change your mind and you want to upgrade to the VIP session that afternoon, we're going to make it happen because that's when you're getting a more high touch, a more, you've made a choice. You say, you know what, I want to go to Canada, or you said, I want to go to the United States, then you can meet with either Unique and myself, or you say, I want to go to Australia. You'll make that decision the day off. So walk with all your credentials, no matter how small or how big. That way we can give you a direct, like I love what Attorney Russell said. We give you that scan of everything you have and say, this is a good pathway for you.
For you to take.
Right. And two thoughts came to me as well, Diana, even with the certifications, because we're talking about the skilled people and all the licensed people and all of them, but me have to defend my H2B people them and my skilled
Oh yeah.
people them who want come and the work program, the housekeepers and stuff. And I know those some of those sponsors will be in-house. So tell us
Yes.
about that,
Yes.
Diana.
So as part of my, I feel like Unique, and I think she's my soul sister because she says she has college pass, she have this, she have that. So along with the academy, I also own a little thing called Winter Immigration Law Practice. That's my law firm, and I represent a lot of H2B contractors. Some of those will be there or via Zoom to kind of talk to you about what they're looking for, what your resume should look like. Should you go to Hard and get a little certification? So we're getting you, hey guys, I am so sorry. So we're getting you truly immigration ready. Meaning
Right.
when the opportunity comes along, you have your little Hard certification, even though a lot of times it's not required, but it helps you to stand out.
We
Like,
want you to level up. We
we
want
want you to
we are
level
going
up.
to get it right.
And we also have DJ Consulting, which will be there. I know we'll have a representative. She works at one of the Marriotts, and she'll talk about this is what employers are looking for in the United States. So
Right.
we are getting you immigration ready. And this is not hearing from your sister, auntie, girlfriend, uncle, with tell you what to lie and put on your resume. This is us saying, hey, let's back into this process. Let's get you your Hard certification. Go over here and finish the little courses. So everything on your resume is what you say it is.
Oh my God. I mean, this is
Beautiful.
just amazing,
It
amazing,
is.
amazing,
It
amazing.
is.
And a point that came to me too, because I'm reflecting on even my journey into the US and what it means. Even if you start as a truck driver, I don't necessarily mean that might be your career, but you get in, you find your way, find your niche, and you make it work.
There
Me,
you
me
go.
never go do no McDonald's all the day of my life. I
Of
go in there
course.
one day and I do the burger, and me never like that. But that wasn't my portion today. Yes,
Good, better, best.
yes.
Never
Yes.
let it
So
rest.
it's important to kind of impress on people too that while we're at it, it might not be the opportunity. You might want to be a doctor, but you probably can go in as a nurse. You might want to be, something. So it's a start to
Mhm.
something in the US or in Canada or in
And I'm
Australia.
seeing a question,
Yes.
Professor. What about midwives? Yes,
Yes.
midwives.
What are you
You
talking
need to
about?
be there. Yes.
Yes. Listen, man, everybody, you see, when you go to school and you have one piece
Experienced,
of
qualified.
certification,
You need to be there.
come, because
Yeah,
that is
I
why we
think,
have the
yeah.
lawyers who will take your credentials. I mean, I have an HR background as well in terms of what people are looking for in the US, to help you craft your resume to Canada's liking. We have the in-house expertise, so we want you to come. We don't want nobody to say, but not did that for me. Something did that for you. You just have to
That's
come,
right.
bring your documents. We have the we have the expertise in us to do the assessment and to see exactly. All right, Yannick, you look like you can go a truck driving. Diani, you look like you can do barber. Just come. No say no until we tell you no. And I'm sure we're not gonna tell you no, because we're going to assess. And if we feel like you're missing something, that's when we get the heart involved. That's when we tell us, like, go and go do this over there, so fix up this. So by the time it's time, you're ready. As Diana says, you're ready. So people, listen, man, this is a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for you to jump on board, for you to glean in, get the information, and ready. Because listen, life out there for make,
Oh
and you
yeah.
can't just get up and like I always say, me born poor, but me not dead poor.
Oh
Right,
So
no.
right,
yes,
right.
that's my motto. So listen,
Facts.
man, I want you all to the links. We put the links in the chat.
We'll put the links to
The
register.
1st
And
of
keep in mind,
January.
guys, do not wait until January. I know how we are. We're going to wait till the last minute.
Last
We're going to
minute.
encourage you because that gives us an idea for resources. Because if we get 50 people, we have bring one, we don't need a lot of people. If we get
Right.
500 people, we know this helps us with our planning for January
Planning.
20th
Yeah.
and
Right.
21st. The links are in. I think we've dropped the
Yes, I
link.
dropped the links
Mhm.
in there, and then Yannick just share um our credent what you call it again, with profile
Or
name
handles.
on
Right. The
our handles
handles.
on
Yeah.
over there, because we want to meet your people. We come
Of
me can tell you
course.
see how to teach, how to do this in the US.
Mhm.
Will help you level up. Diana is here, who's gonna do the legal part to kind
Mhm.
of guide you and say, listen, do this. I can put you in a this, and make you see, listen, man,
And
you have.
the other part we didn't touch on too. The only thing I want to say is
Mhm,
live, work, study. Live, work, study. Just think about it. If you have that dream or goal, you've always had that dream or goal.
Mhm.
I know it's Christmas. You'll see a lot of people coming home to Jamaica. And a lot what I find sometimes is as immigrants, we hide what we did. Like we're
Mm.
not sharing. Listen, we're not
mhm,
So
sharing.
true.
I think this is an opportunity for you to be in the room with like-minded people, everybody who has a dream that, you know what, I want to either live, work, and study in the United States, Australia, and Canada. This is you
mhm.
just coming in to the GIXS Expo January 20 and 21st, Kingston and Mandeville. This is you just coming in and getting some information. This conversation is important because we have to debunk the myth that we're giving away visas. I wish I had that power, because
Yeah.
everybody in Jamaica would have a visa. Quite
Not
frankly,
true.
everybody, everybody
And
that
trust me, guess what? I'm going to be the host. So if nobody
and
come tell me if me I give no visa. No, 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 I go hear me mouth. Because we
we're not
not giving
giving away any
no visa.
visas at
Right.
all. This
We're
is
giving
more of
away information. We're
information,
arming you with
knowledge.
information.
Let
Remember,
me
knowledge is
just
power. Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead,
let me
Yannick.
just say, in August,
Mhm,
we had we had a lot of applicants, but we had three truck drivers who applied and came up,
mhm.
did their did their
They're
diploma.
schooling. Right.
Yes.
Yes. I think one just finished. He
Mm-hmm.
just
Mhm.
did an interview yesterday. I think I'm gonna ask him to share his experience. But let me tell you,
And
people.
that are under 5 months.
Oh
Mhm,
yeah. And I love when people see an opportunity, see a way,
And
and
grab it.
jump. Oh, let me tell you, man,
mhm.
those are the people that just really, give me that chill
Yeah.
inside,
Right.
because I'm like that. I'm
Mhm.
like that. If I see it, I want it, I'm going for it. And I'm giving you guys the charge. Don't just sit and wonder about this opportunity. Take it. It's here for the grabbing. It's here. Later on, figure out how you're going to, make your way. You're going to
Go
meander,
to the
you
transition.
know,
Mhm.
but now is when you need to act on the information that is being shared here with you. I'm super excited and happy for those who attended school, for those who are going to be landing here as permanent residents from that expo. But
Nice.
Kingston and Mandeville will be even greater.
All right, all right. So good people. I mean, we would keep. We would. I would go on all day. Can me telling you me in my Ian boy and feeling. But listen, why should you come to the Global Immigration Service Jamaica Expo? If you want to live, if you want to work, if you want to study. We have
Mhm.
two lawyers, Yannick Russell in Canada, U.S. immigration lawyer Diani Winterfunde. And Yannick and Diani, they are licensed attorney in Canada and the U.S. They work closely with individuals and corporations,
Mhm.
giving them legal advice. So we want you to come, we want you to join them as they share their expertise and their resources to you. The studying part, which is very important as well, because like yam yam something. So studying abroad, it's a viable pathway to becoming a permanent resident So there's the college and university partners who they offer up to 30,000 Canadian dollar. Listen, me never see them on there.
Scholarship. Oh yeah.
Scholarship,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or up to 75% of your tuition in scholarship.
Tuition.
And they will be present to kind of recruit. So come on, listen, man, you
Yeah.
have to come on down.
It's
And
gonna be a great. It's
similar
gonna be.
options are there too
Yeah.
for the United States. So we really want you to come if you just want to work. There's the Canadian Truck Driving School. We have the US H2B contractors and the employment recruiters who will be on spot to kind of share the job opportunities that are available to you and what you need to do to prepare and to be IMI ready to go to Canada and the US. So,
And
ladies
let
and
me
gentlemen,
say this quickly,
go ahead.
especially I know you got to wrap, but let me
Yes.
say this. And I love that Yannick talks about the different pathways. I think as Caribbean people, as Jamaican people, we all think we have to get married to come to the United States.
No.
I used to handle a lot of petitions where a lot of applications where we have qualified individuals, people, engineers from Jamaica, like doctors in some shoddy marriages that just fall apart. And I'm like, why didn't you call me before you even left Jamaica? Do you know there are these unique pathways to migrate where the United States have to give you an answer on your petition in 15 days? Instead, here you are getting dragged around through this horrible marriage 3 years later. 3 years. So I think this expo will be brilliant in that we're going to show you, look, you don't all have to meet somebody on the beach in Ocherius and marry them and then come here, make them come take step on, left on a good.
Lorenta Dread.
Yeah,
Or even
I
fake
think we
it.
have to change that narrative. That's what I.
Or even fake it because you know what? Me need the
Yeah, like let's
Yeah,
stop
correct.
doing that. Let's.
There are
Smart
opportunities, there are
people.
ways,
They're different.
and that's why you, Diani, you went to law school and you've been practicing over 17 years. Yannick, you went to law school, and I mean, and the good thing too, what I like, Yannick, you have Jamaican background, schooling. Diani, you have the US, and you're also a licensed attorney in Jamaica. Listen, we don't want no more than that. When me tell you say gold pattern, I get gold pot. And so we really want you to dig in. We want you to take the opportunity. We'll tell you how we did it. Cause listen, me know say me born poor now, but me know me I go rich. And me want to tell people too, me want to bring people on the journey.
That
Me
is it.
want to just do it
And
myself. So
and one of the things you can do for all those people in Canada or the US that have family members here, you can sponsor them. Attorney Griffiths is going to sponsor attendees. If you want to sponsor a school and you want to buy from us 10, 15, or 20 tickets
students,
for
yes.
students to attend, you want to throw some students out of UWI into our VIP event, we're willing to work with you. DM myself, attorney Russell, or myself, DM us and say, look, I want to buy a package because
Right.
I want to send 10 people from rise to the cream of the crop school.
From Montreal, they come
Right. If you want to do that, if you're
Right.
here and you say, and we will find those bodies for you. If you say you want to sponsor 10 people,
Yes, man.
reach
Because we know
out
the
to
people,
us.
we know the schools, and we can talk to the leaders to kind of get those students ready. Because listen, true to good point, Attorney Griffiths, there are a lot of students out there who don't have it, and so if it's
Right.
even a little Christmas gift, because we are in the business of giving too, and so if
Yeah.
you're able and
Well,
can
they're able. If you're
do
living in the States and Canada, you're able. To
Yes,
whom
man.
much is given,
We,
much is
we wanted
expected.
to pay it
So,
forward and help
yeah.
students who are like to kind of get the information so that they can prepare and be ready. Because I
And
mean,
on
if
the
you
day
never have
of,
the money and you ever say, oh, them are gonna go, Yanni may be able to tell you based on this person's credential,
this is
this
what.
law school might just give them a full ride scholarship.
Can,
You
Yannick,
know?
Yeah.
So
Yannick, can you talk about registration a little bit? Sorry, Professor Johnson. Yannick, I want you to position us for registration leading up to and on the day of. We're not taking money at the doors. Talk to us about the importance of registering early and what the day of will look like. Thank you.
Yeah, so we went live with, I think last week, and already, people, it's filling up, right? A lot of people are registering. You should visit our websites to register. Please do not wait. Do not think you're going to walk with this $50 to the door and we're going to handle cash. No, we do not want to have that sort of situation being created. However, let's say you have a family member that, who is here, you're not so savvy with, technology, just share
Technology.
the link with them. Just send them the website. It's www.gis-ja.com. And you can register on College Pass's website as well. Just, all the links will be in our bios. We're sharing everything in the handles. We don't want you to delay, as we were saying. I think it's more than a deal. Attorney Diani did the math for you. Normally, you would
Yeah.
be paying over 4,000 US dollars for what you will be getting for $50. It's incomparable.
Nice.
There's no way to compare the two. I do want to say I was getting some questions here, and I want to just really reiterate the fact that there's really no one that is being left out of this expo, right? There's the H2B contractors, there's the licensed professionals, law students, lawyers who want to get relicensed here in Canada. $30,000 scholarship. I don't know about you, but that looks very attractive to me. Getting 75% of your tuition being paid for other people who want to study MBAs, etc. That's very attractive to me. And
And the other
it's
attractive part is the fact that after them study, it gives them leeway to stay permanently.
there you go. It's
That's
a
the biggest
road
attract
to
for me.
PR.
Mm-hmm,
Exactly.
mm-hmm,
Listen, you know what my husband and I oftentimes think about and discuss? The
mm-hmm.
fact that Jamaican citizenship ends with us, our kids from now on, and our generation. You
Oh.
got that, Darren?
Yanni, we had this conversation.
Yes,
We
we
had
Yeah,
did.
this
Yeah.
conversation. Yes, man. Give
and
them the opportunity to spread their wings. So they can
listen,
be a Jamaican, they can be a Canadian, they can be an
there
Australian,
you
they can be
go.
a United States citizen. Let them decide.
Options,
Give them the option so that
options.
they can spread their wings.
There
And
you go.
I mean, in a nutshell, this is what we're about. We're giving you the opportunity to live your best lives. We're giving you the opportunity to also level up your families and your children to come lives. So listen, man, run with it. Patrick is saying, is there a path for US license to be? Of course there is. Yanni can tell you about that, Attorney Griffiths, how you
Yeah, and
the reciprocity process and what that looks
absolutely.
like. So I mean, even if you, because I know you were supposed to come down to Lost, but Attorney, he's not coming, Diani.
I'm not sure.
I'm never sure, but in any event, we'll send the somebody come. We give them the information, and I know if
Or they can sign up for
the
they can
the
sign up
VIP
for the VIP. They would be a good candidate for our
for the
VIP
VIP
session.
session as
Okay.
well, right? So I mean, people, until next time, me go play a little
Let's see if
music so we
attorney,
can roll
let's see if
and
attorney
go.
Russell has anything to kind of wrap up with and
Right, and see. So any final
any
thoughts?
final thoughts for you,
Yanni?
attorney Russell?
Final thoughts. So we started in Montego Bay. We're heading to Kingston and Mandeville, but the rest of the Caribbean don't feel left out. Don't
Right.
feel left out. We want to ensure that you're in on these opportunities as well. So please stay tuned to all of our pages. Stay tuned to the websites, and we'll be posting as we get closer to the date. And we just really are excited to.
And I am so excited. Listen, and I don't know if Miss
Any more
Marsh wants
questions?
me to say this, but I have somebody who just messaged me and they say, "Good day, Mr. Johnson. I'm here watching the program, and I heard that maybe I can sponsor someone to go to the function in
Yes,
Jamaica. I
yes.
don't know anyone off the top of my head to send, but would like to sponsor. So can you please send? Listen, man, these
Send
are
the
the
link to
people I'm
her. Yeah,
talking
let's
about.
sponsor. Let's start. And
Thumbs
you
up.
don't have to know a person. Just
Yes,
when
you know,
you
have to know this
register,
matter because we know people, right? We
Mhm.
know the people them down there, and we know who need help, and we can reach out to the schools as well, and we'll make everything transparent as well,
when if
so
you
you
want to,
are part of the process. Diani?
well, if you want to sponsor, just buy a sponsorship pack. And then when we get closer to the event, Attorney Russell and I, we could say, look, we have 10 tickets that were sponsored, and we'll
Right.
make sure the right people gets into those seats. Because we'll
Right.
have people that can't afford to attend. So if you want to sponsor a couple people for VIP, you know, somebody really is qualified, send them through to the VIP session. And if you want to sponsor a couple for Mandeville Day session, Kingston Day session, then just buy the pack and just put sponsorship in the name, where it has to put a name, put sponsorship, and we'll make sure we get those
That,
right people in the
and
room.
we'll let you know too. Every part of the step will kind of let you know for transparency. But people, I mean, Yannick and Diani, I must tell you
Thank you.
how proud I am of both of you for the work that you're doing in this space to really help people realize their dream and to understand that, listen, the buck don't stop right here, whether it is in Jamaica, whether it is in Canada, the book don't stop there. There's much more to life. And so it is time for you to kind of tap into that greatness,
Oh, yeah.
untap those potential, and really live your true purpose. Really just make your life better, right?
Mhm.
And so we're gonna close out, but I
Thanks,
want to
Mom.
play our team song
Thank
before
you
we go.
all. Thank you all. Sign up,
Thank
Daedra.
you guys for joining. It was great having you here.
Oh,
We
hold on. Deidran too.
Just you
Saying
can
what are
sign up.
possibilities for teachers in Canada?
Yes,
Deidran,
girl.
come on. Me want to
Sign
see you
up.
up to Mandeville because I know
Sign
you're
up.
money, and we're going to tell you how it goes. So come to
This is
Mandeville so we can see
ministry.
you.
Sign up,
All
sign up,
right.
sign up.
So we're heading out with winning.
Thank you, winners, for joining. Take care.
That's we're reading right now.
I'm on the sun. Oh, we're winning right now. You're winning. I say we're winning right now. Let's forget that stuff. It's the one we're living right now. Cause I'm winning right now, yeah. I'm not chilling right now. Oh, we're winning right now. I'm Thanksgiving right now.
Always.
Cause we're winning right now, yeah. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
No
Thank you,
love.
Attorney
Walk
Griffin.
good. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Learn from the else. Put them in a medal in a jump with our bells. I'm with the
Bye.
music, we're in the fun on
Have
next
a good
level.
day.